Hey. Okay, so what I wanted to talk about was my Kundalini awakening. Now, there's been a few situations and sensations, feelings, images coming through, but I think that the most substantial um, Kundalini energetic experience was okay, so this happened about. A little over a year ago. Um, I was sleeping. Now, a lot of energetic experiences for me happen in the twilight between waking and sleep. And okay, so I was sleeping. It was as I was going to sleep that night, and I okay, so let me just put you where my mind is at. When I was electrocuted, it was like being electrocuted with love in my tailbone, and the things that I saw and the feelings that I had, like I was snatched out of it so quickly because of the shock of the feeling that I wasn't sure if it was real or not or what it was because I was so shocked by how it felt. Um, I was talking to someone about Kundalini and he was like, "Well, how do I know if I've had it or not?" And I was like, "Oh, trust me, you won't not know if you had it. I mean, I'm not going to tell you that you're going to necessarily be able to link the word with the word Kundalini. You know, as humans, we have a tendency to label and stick a name on things, but really, there is no, that's just a word to help explain the experience, but there is no title or word for it. It's just, it's a different dimension. It's a different vibration. It's just an experience, and you really can't truly understand it until you've experienced it yourself. But hopefully, me talking about it will help some people clear some of the smoke and better understand what they're going through. Uh, but yeah, so I was I was laying on my back, and for some reason, for me, I tend to have more energetic experiences when I'm on my back as opposed to laying on my side, sleeping, or my stomach. But I mean, I've had all type of experience in all different positions, but for some reason, it seems like the back is the hot spot. But yeah, so yeah, I was sleeping on my back, and I was going to sleep that night, and okay, so what I saw was two golden pyramids being shoved inside of me, in my back, in my tailbone. And while I was seeing these two golden pyramids, or just not seeing, but knowing these golden pyramids were being shoved inside of me, I was being electrocuted. And while I was being electrocuted with love, it was like a lightning bolt, except for minus the pain. It was just nothing but love. And just filling my entire body, and it's just so shocking and overwhelming, like nothing I've ever experienced. And as I was being electrocuted, it was like my butt was like lift off of my bed, like with the jolt of electricity. That's how crazy it was. And so with everything happening all at once, I was just like, oh my God, did this really just happen? Like, what the hell? I mean, but I think that as these experiences become more and more, they happen more and more often, you can kind of like relax into it and like wait and observe it instead of just being so shocked and like snapped out of it. I think that becomes more and more normal. But yeah, so that was my Kundalini experience. So, from what I've researched and understand, Kundalini is this energy that lies dormant at the base of your spine, and it lies coiled like a snake. And when it's awakened, it rises up your energy centers. So this is the energy that we feel in the chakras, And I believe it's also the same energy that Reiki healers are using to heal. It's what people are feeling when they describe the Holy Spirit, the chi energy. Yeah, there's many words for it all around the world. It's been going on forever, and it continues. So really excited to be a part of it and to have these experiences. And please do comment below if you're experiencing anything like this. One of the reasons that I'm making these videos is because I feel so alienated with what I'm going through. So I'm desperate to connect with people who are going through the same thing, or people who are interested in or curious about it. If you have any questions for me, you can find me on my Facebook, Danica Darley. But yeah, I think that for sure, the three chakras that I know are associated with Kundalini. Number one being Purva Bhadrapada Nakshatra, and number two being Uttara Bhadrapada Nakshatra. Now, people with all nakshatras can experience this if it is their time, if it is continued from past life. I was just watching a video on YouTube last night about a man describing his situation or his experience, and he had been meditating for 20 years. So I'm just like, wow, I feel very blessed to be able to have these experiences with as inexperienced as I am with meditation, but this is just my reality tunnel. So some people will have no interest, some people will absolutely love it, and some people will absolutely hate it. One of three things. It's perfect. A third will love it, a third will hate it, and a third won't care. So, yeah, so I think that once we have these awakenings, we can begin to experience different dimensions, different levels of consciousness. I think that in sacred texts all around the world, it's the same thing that they're all describing. It's the same thing. It's the same experience. It's just different languages, different traditions, different cultures, different words. It's all the same, though. It's beautiful. Anyways, guess that's all for now. Bye bye.